At 4 o'clock, we got South Carolina, who's 6-3, traveling to Florida, who's 5-4. Florida favored by 8 points on the SEC Network. And by the way, I know what you're thinking. Florida and South Carolina are both not playoff eligible football teams. Trust me, I know that, but it's a Florida game, and I'm going to go to it. So I'm going to do the prediction video. Spencer Rattler for South Carolina has gone 160 at 248, thrown for 1,823 yards, 8 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. Marshawn Lloyd has had 100 carries for 556 yards and 9 touchdowns. And Antoine Wells Jr. has 41 catches for 574 yards and 4 touchdowns. Anthony Richardson has gone 131 at 235 this year, thrown for 1,839 yards, 9 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. Montrell Johnson Jr. on the ground has had 92 carries for 549 yards and 8 touchdowns. And Justin Shorter has had 21 catches for 471 yards and 2 touchdowns. Florida is 29-10 against South Carolina all time. Last game went to South Carolina in 2021. But South Carolina has not won in the Swamp since 2014. I think what is going to be hard about this football game is Florida, right? They're such a weird football team to watch. At the beginning of the year, you were like, this game's going to rely a lot on their defense. Because if you watched the Utah game, you watched the Kentucky game, you watched the USF game, it was their defense that won then 2 of those 3 games, right? It was their defense that played astoundingly well, and the passing game just really was not there for the majority of the year. The Tennessee game, I think, was a turning point. I think it was a serious turning point for Anthony Richardson as a quarterback because he was starting to hit the deep shots. Shots that he wasn't hitting before, he was hitting now. And he's evolved so much as a quarterback in one season, which is so amazing to see. At the beginning of the year, I thought he is going to be a liability. He's not going to be the reason we win games. He's going to be the reason we lose games. Anthony Richardson now is, I think, the reason why we win some football games. I think he's the reason why we won the A&M game. Our offense has been clicking. And while our offense has become steadily better as the season goes on, our defense has been getting steadily worse. All you have to do is watch the LSU game, and you could see how bad our defense has played. The game against A&M in the first half, we played awfully. Now, as the game went on, we played less awfully, but this is still not a good defense by any stretch of the imagination. Billy Napier has caused the offense to be really good, but the defense is still struggling mightily on that side of the ball. South Carolina, on the other hand, they're having a pretty solid season, 6-3. One of those losses is to Georgia, obviously. Another one's to Missouri. I don't remember the other loss. But South Carolina has actually been not horrible this season, which is a weird thing for the Gamecocks to feel. It's not something that happens to them very often. But 6-3, they're going against a tough Florida team in the Swamp. I'm going to be honest. I have seen 2 wins in the Swamp this season. The Utah win was amazing, and the Missouri win was fun as well, but a lot of the games I have gone to in the Swamp have ended in losses, whether it's the Kentucky game or whether it's the LSU game. I'm hoping that we can change that here and we can beat the Gamecocks. I think we can. I think we can end the season on a winning streak, but we'll see. I think the Gators are a good enough football team. I think Anthony Richardson is going to outshine Spencer Rattler here, and I think Anthony Richardson is going to make a case for a first-round draft pick. Give me AR-15 to throw some bullets and get us a victory here.